His office.
I'm Keith Kate.
I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. The top cop in Winter Haven is responding to outrage from the community over that video involving his officers and a young girl.
That 3-year-old little girl is seen lying face down on the ground. At one point, she has her hands behind her back. News Channel 8's Stacey DeSilva joining us live in Winter Haven. She has reaction from the chief to all of this. Stacey.
Keith and Jen, the police chief let the public know today that he recognizes this situation looks really bad and he wishes that this little girl didn't go through this. He says, though, policies were followed but will be reviewed.
The optics are terrible. Terrible.
Winter Haven Police Chief Vance Monroe says when he watches this video, he sees his family.
Everything else that happened in this particular incident absolutely means nothing to me. My concern is that child. Remind me of my doggone granddaughter.
This incident began after a fight broke out at Santiago's market Tuesday afternoon between Godfrey Hercules and an employee. In this moment, the chief points out Hercules pulled out a gun. As Hercules, his girlfriend, Mariah Banks, and her 3-year-old daughter were leaving, somebody called 911 to report a man with a gun.
Santiago Supermarket, we need an officer.
Police located Hercules' car at American Legion and put him in handcuffs while also ordering Banks to get down.
Put your hand behind your back, honey.
Body-worn camera video shows a little girl also put her hands behind her back and moments later plead with the officer.
I'm not, I promise. I promise I won't.
Community activists gathered outside the police station Thursday.
None of them told her to stand up. They allowed her to lay down on that ground like a criminal.
The chief's response?
There was no one else to take control or custody of that child at that time.
The girl's mother, Mariah Banks, says her fun-loving daughter was stricken with fear.
It's not okay for a 3-year-old to have PTSD because a cop could have handled something totally different.
Now, the chief says he was proud of how officers transitioned to caring for the child after her mother was put in handcuffs. Still, he says that all training and policies will be reviewed to see how things could be handled differently in the future. He also says he hopes to be able to do something for this little girl. Keith?
Well, Stacey, as you point out, it looks bad, and there seems to be a lot going on here, but is anyone facing any charges?
Well, Keith, nobody was arrested at the time. However, the chief said today that a complaint affidavit has been filed with the state attorney's office against Godfrey Hercules, that's the man associated with Miss Banks and the child, for a fray and improper display of a weapon charge. He also said that officers will be reviewing all the video to see if anybody else brandished a weapon at the supermarket. Keith?
Stacey DeSilva reporting live in Winter Haven. Thank you.